whole bows, right? So let's start with 4 bows on each string, and I need you to do it on count of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do a little warm up, yeah? Don't let your finger come up. Yeah. Even if it's uncomfortable. And go to the very frog. To the very frog. Right. And slant the bow. Slant. There you go. Beautiful. That's it. Perfect. Okay. So now, when you play a scale with the whole bows, well, you can't play it that fast. Well, it's not necessary, right? When we do whole bows, how many counts do we do for each note? 2. Yeah. So when you play the slow scale, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it doesn't feel like you have to go very, very fast, especially when you warm up, when you didn't play the violin yet. Okay? Yeah. But something happens with your bow. You stop using the tip and you stop using the frog. Once your left hand starts playing, your bow stops. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, so lead from your right arm. Lead. Don't let your right arm wait for your fingers. Be like, oh, you know, too careful. That's it. That's right. No C sharp. So it seems a little careful, like you're walking and it's a little bit like you're testing the ground before you play. So you have to lead from the right arm. You have to remember that the right arm is the boss when it comes to the scale. And you cannot wait for the left hand. The left hand has to just roll with it and do its best, okay? But I need you to start with these things in the beginning of the practice. So half ball and whole bows, warm up your hand, and then do the scale. Next exercise, we're gonna do a scale, but we're gonna do with repetition. This is for left hand. understand? And for this, in the middle. Yeah, stop after each one. So you start from G and you end on G. One, two, one, two, one, two, one. 2, 3, 2. 3, 4, 3, 4. Open 1, open 1. So when you have a whole step, you have to make sure that your fingers don't touch there. If you want to be able to play fast at one point, you have to separate your fingers. When you have whole step, never touch in between fingers. Look, you're doing this. I'm doing 1, 2, 1, 2 on D string, please. So you have to separate them. Yes, right here. Place your first finger down. Good. And you see how your left hand sticks? Left finger sticks? Yeah, second finger. There you go. So you have to find a way when you work with your left hand that it doesn't want to do this. I think you're squeezing a little too hard, or you're trying to press with the fingers a little bit too hard. For me, that's what happens. That's when they start squeezing. So remember we talked about pressure. And what did we say? Out of 10? How hard do you have to press?
2.
Like a 4. You're doing like a 7. So don't squeeze. Good. That's really nice. But your sound disappeared. Which arm is the boss?
Right.
For now, yes. Maybe they're gonna switch at one point. So, let me put it this way. When you play loudly, you squeeze with both hands. And I'm asking you, Will, can you play lighter with your left hand? And you go, sure. The right arm still has to use both to make sound, but the left hand has to be very light. That's it. That's it. No. Your C is too low. Find it. No. Match. Match. The other one. The other note. The other note. The other note. Match it. Match it. Keep looking. Keep looking. Close. There it is. So this is where C is. Good? So, from now, good whole step. You're going. There it goes. So you have to make sure that your whole step is bigger. Now we're talking. You know what's interesting? Well, is that your fourth finger is so strong, it got so much better, and you're doing a perfect whole step. But in between 2 and 3, it's hard for you. So again from here. Oh. Good. Yeah, your fingers stick. No, they stick right there. This is where they stick. So you see, even when I do half stamp, my fingers can touch here, but they can't have this. You know why? Can I ask you something silly to do? Can you walk, but keep your feet like right there, touching each other? Go ahead, walk. You can't walk, can you? So this is what you do with your fingers. They can't really drop in the right place or with the right speed because they're sticking to each other. Do you know what friction is? This is friction. Friction. So when you have less friction, less of this, it's easier to go faster. With the cars, with I don't know, boats, with the planes. You know how the cars, do you know what the aerodynamics is? Probably not. It's how the car is shaped. It's not just a cube, right? So when the air hits, it goes around it. So there's less friction, so it can go faster and easier, right? So when you play, you have to make sure you don't have much friction in your left hand. So find a position for your left hand when it just happens and it feels good. You just have to turn it in a way, find a comfortable way. It shouldn't be uncomfortable, it shouldn't be this way. There is a comfortable way for you to play. So they don't touch over here. Well, they have to be closer to each other at the fingertip, but farther from here. Yeah. Let me help. Like this. Don't push so hard. Go. No, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't push so hard. That's it. Good. So that's exercise first game. Got it? What should we call it? Your turn. I'm kidding. So, you go from G, you skip 1 note. You come back 1, you skip up. You come back 1, you skip up. Come back 1. Skip. Come back 1. Skip. No. Yes. Come back 1. Skip. Yes. Come back one. Skip. Come back. Skip. Come back. Skip. One. Uh-huh. Come back. Skip. No C sharp. Come on, Will. Come back. Skip. Come back. No C sharp. Skip. Good. Come back. Skip. Come back. Skip. Come back. Skip. Oh, just 1 and 3. Don't put your 2 down. But I need you to really not lift the fingers. Leave your 1 down. But first finger on the tape. That was better. But the 3rd finger wasn't on the tape. Come on. We either have one or the other. That's it. And that's called scale in thirds. You gotta do all 3. Things are getting intense because it's summertime. Summertime is good for technique time. Okay? Well, other times we learn songs. This we do a lot of scales. It's called in thirds because this. Do you know what intervals are? No, of course you don't. How would you know? Intervals are distances in between notes, right? So when we go to like a scale, these are called steps. 1 step. Okay? Now, if we skip 1, they're called thirds. If we skip 2 notes, they're called fourths. If we skip 4 notes, they're called fifths. Okay, so that's why they're called thirds. All right, very well. Etude, please. Do you need the music? Fine. Fine, go ahead. I'm kidding. Yeah, he needs to focus a lot on his finger action in the left hand because it's still a little awkward for him. It's good, but it's not perfect yet. Oh. Do you know where you are? It's not B, it's C. That's right. Yeah, your fingers don't fall on tapes. When you play with your low 2, your 3 misses. Do this for me. 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. All whole steps. So you see where your 3rd finger wanted to fall? 4, your 3 should be above the tape. When you drop 4, your 3 is pulled back to your second finger. And then you have to do this. So, when you stretch your 4th finger, can you stretch your 3rd with it? But why do you have 1 down? Leave 1 up, 1. 2 down, 1 up. That's better. But your 4th finger is here, so you're going right away. Turn sideways to me so I can see your hand. There you go. Do this for me. You see how your 3rd finger doesn't fall in the right spot? And then you have to fix it before you play? Good. Do you have headphones? No? Do you know how somehow headphones get tangled? Like the wires? And what do you have to do to untie? Untangle, right? You can't pull it harder, right? Because then what's going to happen? You're going to tie knots, and then it's a real problem. So when we play the violin, sometimes they're knots. Let me explain. This right here, something is uncomfortable. 3rd finger doesn't want to fall down correctly. So it's like tangled headphones. You gotta untangle them. So and what you're doing, you're finding a place where it's comfortable and it's not hard. Because if you're trying to play and your finger drops wrong and then you have to correct it every time, you're tying the knot. What you have to do is drop it right in the first place. There you go. Yeah, so you see how far your 4th finger is? Let me try to help your arm. So we're gonna curve your 2nd finger more. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Wait, no. 4th finger doesn't have to be very curved. Can I see your hand? Can you do this for me? Small hand. All right. Now, reach out to the end of the... Okay, this violin is still just a little big for him. So, what I do to reach higher notes, I curve my fingers much more. Wait, but the 4th finger, not so much. That's it. And then adjust your thumb so it doesn't feel like you're straining your hand. Does that feel comfortable or no? Good. So you have to do that work at home when you find what's comfortable for you. Because I don't know what's comfortable for you. I'm not you, I'm me. Okay? So you see your 3rd finger wants to go here. Has to go there. So this is how I do it. What I do is, oh, that's cute. First of all, what I would do is I would play it as a little scale. Quite a few times, so it's comfortable. Can you try that? Oh. So you see how it's a little bit still. I would not push my first finger down. It gets in a way. It's not exactly in tune. Ooh. Okay, try it. Thumb over there. Good. Now. Third finger still. What if you lift your second finger? Is that easier? But your second finger creeps up to the tape. It has to still stay low. Lower. This is where the second finger will be. Yeah, that's good. Now, the other way. So you see how your third finger falls in the wrong spot and then you have to push it up? You have to get rid of that problem. When he practices, how does he practice? What does he do? Do you hear him just